Please do not watch this video if you cannot handle hard-to-hear imagery, including the brutal details on my deep web experience. Seriously, this is gonna get fucked, and I don't want you to continue this video if you really cannot handle that. Thank you. Hey, you beautiful waffles. So, I've been gone for like a while, and in all honesty, my body was about to shut down. It was completely dehydrated. Nothing I ate or drank, well, my body didn't accept it. It puked everything I ate or drank out. I was extremely sick for a long while, and my blood pressure was so high due to how much I was overworking myself at school that I had to take a break from everything. And after finally getting better, I'm noticing a lot more of an improvement in my mental health. So much so that I feel like I want to hop back on what I was doing before. Of course, I'm a little fucking scared on getting sick like I did before because, man, it was pretty scary stuff, you know? But I still really wanted to make this video for all of you, and I still wanted to give you something to enjoy, especially during Thanksgiving. Or the day after. I'm not sure when I'm posting this. I'm recording this during Thanksgiving because why the fuck not? But in all seriousness, if you haven't seen the first part of this video, I really recommend you go watch it because I believe that without that video, this video won't really have much of a toll or much of an effect whatsoever. I really recommend that you watch the video. I'm gonna put a card right here so you can go watch it. Please watch it before you continue this video. Okay, let's begin. To touch on the previous video in case you didn't watch it, because let's face it, a lot of you are going to be too lazy to go fucking watch it, so here's a quick rundown. In the past, I frequently visited the deep web, and some of the most common things to find were chat rooms. In the process, I met someone who quickly turned into a really good friend of mine. We ended up exploring a lot of links together, and we overall just really became good friends. We explored the web together, and we ran into a lot of things, pretty scary things, and some pretty interesting. But one of those things that we ran into was a link with a countdown. That countdown was there for a reason, and because of AD's curiosity and admittedly some of my own, we waited for that day to come for the timer to fully count down. As the day came, we counted down the final seconds in our chat room, and after the timer counted down in the last final seconds, we saw someone join our private chat room, and they said, "Have fun." Then our screens went black. We were shown a black room and nothing more. Then the camera rotated to show a man staring at us. He turned the camera again to reveal 4 women, pregnant women, on 4 tables. Like I said, this is a quick rundown. If you want the full story with full context, please go watch the full video. If not, this video will not have that much of an emotional impact with you. Let's continue where we left off. After I saw the 4 women on the 4 tables, I realized that this man with the material wrapped around his face, was staring at each of these women. The man finally broke the silence and talked in some weird type of broken English. Not like an accent, it wasn't foreign either. It was like his voice could not be completely recognized. I'm not sure, it was like some sort of filter. I felt completely on edge. The things this man was saying, he was introducing this as if this was nothing more than an event. As I saw a chat box appear in the bottom left-hand corner, I saw how many people were really watching this. I felt my heart drop as my last shred of humanity crumbled into nothing. But the truth was this: I couldn't show anything. In all likelihood, these sick fucks had already tapped into my webcam and were wanting a reaction out of me. I finally realized that this man was introducing the first woman, but I heard nothing of what the man even said. The only thing I could really hear was the sobbing of the first woman on the first table. This man had some type of syringe, and according to the man, it had some type of acidic substance. I already knew what was gonna happen, and I didn't want to face that reality. He injected the entirety of the fluid into this woman's stomach, and like I mentioned, all of these women were pregnant, every one of them. I couldn't react, I couldn't leave, I couldn't do a thing. Who knows what these sick fucks would have done to me if I did. They're looking for a reaction, and I'm not giving that to them. But hearing the wails of pain that this woman gave, it fucking broke me, man. It really did. I finally looked at the chat just to see that these sick fucks were cheering this on, as if this was nothing more than an event. I didn't know how to react, I didn't know how to feel. I just couldn't watch, but I couldn't look away either, because that would have counted as a reaction. As the man started walking to the next table, I noticed that this woman wasn't crying. Not at all. She just looked maybe slightly uncomfortable at most. Not only that, the man seemed weirdly loving, caressing her face, treating her as if she had some significance to him. Or at least he did at the beginning. But afterwards, he just, out of nowhere, he just punched the woman's stomach, full force, and as I just watched the woman just shout in complete agony, all I could do was watch. Due to the extreme force that the man used, it caused her to push out the baby, and the sounds that were produced from that alone were utter fucking hell. The baby came out, but it didn't seem like he was alive. Not at all. And fuck, I don't want to tell the rest of this shit. He grabbed the fetus and he fucked the baby, man. I have no words to explain how I felt seeing this. Even reliving it in my head alone, I couldn't feel a thing. After what were the remains of this fetus, split in literal half, I unfortunately didn't have much of a choice. If I left, I would have most likely been tracked. It would have counted as a reaction, and it would have shown that it bothered you. The best thing you absolutely can do if you get in a circumstance like this is sit down and shut the fuck up. After that, I had no idea how it could get any fucking worse. Well, for the third woman, it wasn't anything but pure hatred. This man grabbed some type of blunt object, some type of piece of metal, and just beat this woman to a bloody pulp, blood dripping on the fucking floor. It was pure and utter hatred. And I didn't know how to react to this. I didn't know how to feel about any of this. At this point, I felt completely numb. As the man slowly walked to the fourth woman, I noticed something that scared me more than anything, and that's the fact that AD typed in the chat. He spoke out, and this is what really got to me. He typed something along these lines. He said, "This is the most fucked up shit I've ever seen, and I'm gonna find each and every one of you sick fucks." He's dead. Is the immediate thought that flew into my head. He's dead. He's fucking dead. The man with the material on his face, the same man, just stood there. It was almost like this was all set up for someone just to speak out. The screen just went black again. The chat was gone. And then it cut to the man with the material on his face, unraveling the part where his mouth would have been, and simply said,
"Well, alright then. Bye."
After that, the site just closed. I kept trying to reload it and nothing fucking worked. I tried to go to the chat room, and it's like the whole site where we met was gone. It's like we never even met. And this made me just feel a sense of grief that I've never felt before. It was almost as if this was premeditated, as if this was planned, as if maybe none of it was even live to begin with. This whole experience showed me a lot. All the questions that I had with no answers, it broke me for a long time. Some people may wonder what I did with that laptop that I used that day. I fucking ripped it to shreds and burned every component in that piece of shit. Look, if you're planning to go on the deep web, please get someone with more experience, someone who knows more than you ever will. And if you think for a fucking second that you're safe with a VPN that you got from the fucking App Store, you're not. Please take care of yourself, you beautiful waffles. I love each and every one of you. Peace.